Hi, my name's Michelle, and I train here at Amplified Fitness, and I love it. This has been one of the best things that has ever happened to me. And the real reason that I actually started at Amplified Fitness was because about a year ago in my life, I hit what I would consider rock bottom. I had just gotten out of a serious relationship. It was my probably first and only serious relationship. I was working at a call center job that I didn't really like. I was sitting for 10 hours a day, and I didn't really know where or what I was doing with my life. In high school, I was 125 pounds. I played sports, I was active. I had all the confidence in the world. And as the years had gone by, after being out of high school, I had noticed that I had slowly started losing that. It was about a year and a couple months ago that I had hit the straw that broke the camel's back. And I had stepped on a scale, which I hadn't done in a whole year. When I had stepped on the scale, I had weighed 190 pounds, which was, almost 70 pounds heavier in high school. And I looked in the mirror and I just didn't see that, and I didn't realize until after. When I started to look in the mirror, I started to lose all of my self-confidence. I didn't feel comfortable in my clothes. It got so bad that I didn't even want to date anymore. I was worried that they were going to ask me on a date out to eat, and I felt like people were staring at me and judging me because I was eating and I was so overweight. It's really hard when you grow up with such a strong confidence, and then you slowly lose that along the way, and you're not really sure where you lost it. I have always felt like I have been a very mentally strong person, and I've never been one to tear myself down. But to feel like you're not good enough, not for somebody else, but for yourself, was one of the worst feelings that I've ever had. It got so bad where I didn't go clothes shopping because I was scared that I wasn't going to fit in a size 7 jeans. I couldn't fit into any of my old clothes. I started having to wear sweatpants and leggings and borrowing clothes from people because I couldn't even wear what was in my closet anymore. And that's just such a bad feeling. And I started to see people from high school who I hadn't seen in years. And, they're as nice as they can be, but you have people who look at you and you can tell that they have that look on their face like, wow, she looks really different. She's put on weight, and you start to just really dig at yourself. And I started to look in the mirror every day, and instead of seeing a beautiful young individual, I was putting myself down more and more every day. And I realized that it was time for a change. And I wanted that confidence that I had in high school. When you lose your confidence, you lose so much. I started letting people walk over me and take advantage of me. I started letting friends, even some family, kind of push me around and dictate what was going on in my life. And I felt like I was just slowly spiraling out of control. And it's so funny how something as simple as your body can impact so many things in your life. I didn't want to go out to eat with friends. I was way too ashamed to go to a pool, and I didn't want to be in any of my friends' photos. I would get tagged in something on Facebook, and I would see a picture of myself, and I didn't even recognize myself. It was like I was looking at a completely different person, and I just knew that it was time for a change. My sister Kelly had actually been training at Amplified Fitness and had really encouraged me, and she was like, I think, this would be something really good for you. And I had fought it for so long, and I was like, the gym isn't for me. I've tried gyms. I would rather do something where I feel like I can have fun. I'd rather go play sports, go out with my friends, and be active that way. And I pushed back for so long, and the gym setting was just not for me. And after feeling this way for so long, I finally decided, I was like, you know what, I'm going to give myself the chance, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to give it 110% because I deserve this. So I came in, I talked to Thomas, and I signed up for Amplified Fitness. Coming in here was one of the most scary and life-changing things I've ever done. I walked in and the only person I knew was my sister and Thomas, and I was really scared. I knew almost nothing. I had been active all throughout high school, but I had never learned any of the form to deadlifting to squatting. There was so much to learn and all the gym lingo, and it was almost overwhelming and scary. And so I tried to take it one day at a time. Everybody here was so welcoming, so welcoming. And after the second day, I had felt like I had already made friends, which was a big thing for me because being in a relationship for so long and feeling so down on myself, I had let a lot of my friends go. So friends was something that was really hard for me to come by. I remember coming in and everybody being so nice to me and so welcoming, and there wasn't one person who looked at me the way that my old friends had, with that not necessarily disappointed, but shocked look at the way that I looked. And I felt welcomed here, and I didn't feel self-conscious about myself. And that was the first time in a long time that I had walked into somewhere and felt good about what I was doing and felt good about myself. And I knew that that was the first day and first step to a really big and long journey. After about a couple months, I had started to notice changes in myself, and it wasn't necessarily the looks that came first. It was the mental. I had started to gain confidence that I had lost and hadn't had in years, and I started to feel more confident in the clothes that I was wearing and in my job. And for the first time, I really felt like I was who I was so many years ago and who I had lost and thought I would never get back. After 4 months of being at Amplified Fitness, I did a powerlifting competition, and I had placed first, which to me was one of the biggest accomplishments in my life, and I never would have thought in a million years that that was something that I was capable of. Even if you would have asked me in high school when I had all the confidence in the world, that still is just something that I never thought that I would be able to do. And I think that that was the turning point for me, where I knew I could do this. Not only having a trainer there, keeping me accountable and making sure that I'm here and reminding me why I'm doing this and getting me the results and helping me. I had not necessarily just gym buddies, but I had friends. I had people who genuinely cared about me. When I didn't show up to class, they would text me and ask me where I was, and they started inviting me out, and I had really made some lifelong, I feel like, friendships here. I met one of my best friends at this gym, and to have and know that you have people with the same goals and who genuinely care about if you come to class and if you are having a bad day, that they're all going to be here for you and have such a positive vibe when you come into the gym is such a good feeling. I come here every single day now, 6 days a week, and there's not one single day that I have ever felt in months where it was like, I don't want to go to the gym. There's days where I don't want to necessarily do the workout, but I've never felt like I don't want to come to the gym because this is the best part of my day now. I come in and I see friends, and I consider some of these people like family. In fact, I consider everybody here like a second family to me. And it's been such a crazy roller coaster experience of a ride that I could not have done this by myself. And I am so thankful for the friends and relationships that I have made here and the people who have helped me completely turn my life around. Coming to Amplified Fitness has given me more confidence than I've had ever in my entire life. I'm doing things that I never thought I could do. And when I come in here, I feel like myself and I feel happy. I love taking pictures now. I love trying on clothes, things that I haven't enjoyed since I was in high school. And coming here has given me, not just physically, but mentally, such a big impact on my life. I'm so much more mentally prepared for life than I've ever been. And even spiritually, it gives me such a peace to come to the gym, and it just calms my mind and almost rejuvenates the soul just to come in here and be filled with such a positive experience and such positive people. And I look around and I see everybody who's giving it 110%, and they were the inspiration for me. And seeing people transform their lives gave me hope that I could do the same for myself. And coming to Amplified Fitness was not in the original just my choice. It was having somebody kind of give me that nudge through the door, and realizing that this was something that I deserved for myself, because I loved and I cared about myself. Before I came here, I had high blood pressure, I had high BMI, I had high cholesterol, and I went back for my annual last month, and I am now in the green for everything, which to me, not only am I happier, not only do I feel better, do I look better, do I feel better, but I'm healthy again, which makes me feel so happy and good about myself. And the words cannot express how much this place has done for me. And not just this place, but the people here. It really is like a second home. And I am so thankful and so proud of myself for how far I've come. And coming through those doors and taking the first step was honestly the hardest part. Sticking to this has been easy. It's been one of the easiest things I've done. Once I started, it was like I couldn't stop. And I plan to train here for many, many more years to come. And I can't thank Thomas enough for everything that he's done for me. And I can't thank the people that push me and encourage me and inspire me every single day when I walk through this gym doors. It has been the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I'm so thankful that I came through those doors a year ago. It is life-changing, and it's made me realize that I do deserve this, and that I should be able to feel confident and feel like I am beautiful, because I've worked hard to get where I am, and I've had so many supporters, and when you hit rock bottom, it's almost like you're in a ditch that you never feel like you can get out of. And Amplified Fitness was that helping hand to get me out of rock bottom. And I am so happy now and confident. I could say that 1,000 times, and I'm pretty sure that I have. But it has changed my life. And I would recommend and highly encourage anybody who's questioning or needs help or needs just a friend, Amplified Fitness is the place to get you there.